Stewards are elected by their constituents, their peers.
It's a very, very democratic process. The only way to remove an elected position is to be recalled by the people that elected you in.
At our last shop steward meeting, Greg Marion and Mary Grillo stood up and said they were not going to remove me when 80% of my shop stewards stood up and said, we don't want to lose Tara Gorwitz. She's the best contract specialist we've ever had. I received 2 voicemails from Greg Marion.
I received a voicemail.
A voicemail message saying from Greg Marion.
I just want to let you know that you are removed as the contract specialist for Walnut Creek as well as a steward. My understanding is you're planning on attending a stewards meeting today, and I wanted to call and show that that's not appropriate and that we've notified the employer that you're no longer a steward as well.
The next thing I know is I received this letter saying you're no longer a shop steward, that they unilaterally made this decision that goes against our whole structure as shop stewards. They've been going after people who believe in democracy and trying to silence their voices, but it's not working.
Our SEIU rep even told me personally that I would receive a certified letter in the mail that if I didn't stop anti-SEIU business, my stewardship would be taken away. I'm just waiting for my letter in the mail, but I'll still be there for my employees because that's what I've always been there for. Someone from administration, our director of perioperative services, came up and had a conversation with me that they had received a letter from the International that said that I was being removed as a steward. SEIU is trying to, one by one, get rid of the stewards one way or another through the employer. And it's happening everywhere.
HR has been working with the appointee, Corey Cordova, for SEIU at our hospital to remove me as a rep chair steward. And I said, Corey, do you recognize these names on the bottom of the letter? And he said, yeah. I said, Dave Regan and Lisa Medina, Corey, they work for me. I'm their boss, which means that you work for me. I'm your boss. So right now I'm openly rejecting this letter.
SEIU came to my house on February 16th and knocked on my door, unannounced and uninvited. And they threatened me with my job and with my stewardship. If I didn't comply with the way that they are running SEIU, if I didn't get on their boat and get on board with them, that I could possibly lose my job. I said, are you threatening me in my own house? You're threatening me in my own house. And I said, get out. And the employer fired me.
All the shop stewards that showed up to the meeting signed this letter saying that we no longer recognize SEIU. We no longer recognize the trustees that are violating our rights as shop stewards, that are colluding with the employer, and that we now recognize NUHW.
We've pulled out of our labor management partnership here in Santa Clara because we feel that if they don't want to back us, that we should not be affiliated with somebody that doesn't recognize us as a new union.
If they're going to appoint people, then I don't want to give you my money. And then they're going to turn around and say, but look at all the fabulous things we've done. If you look at your great benefit package, well, SEIU didn't do it. UHW did.
Just remember who's going to bargain your contract in 2010. Do you want SEIU or do you want a fair democratic union like NUHW?
You have to remember that the fundamental basis of any union is its members. If you stop listening to the members, you have no union.
We have to take, as rank and file members, take our unions back.
There is no way that we are not going to prevail in our mission to build a member-driven union.
They think that workers are a dime a dozen and they can get anybody they want, you know. But they're not going to break my spirit or the spirit of my stewards or the spirit of our new union, ever.
If you don't want to hear my voice, I guess this is the wrong way to do it because my voice just got a little louder.